Hey there guys, and welcome back to a series that's long overdue. It's the Vtuber reading of the Monster Girl Encyclopedia. 'Cause why the hell not? Also, real quick before I start this video, you sick fucks! And I mean that literally. When I made the poll in my community tab for if the next VTuber reading of the Monster Girl Encyclopedia should be from this particular family, I thought it was pretty obvious with the fact that the no answer is oh hell no, that I was kinda hoping that the majority vote would be no. Hats off to the gentleman who voted no. Like literally one guy. Also, if you wanna check out those votes yourself, just have a look in my community tab on my channel. I occasionally post some random stuff in there. So yeah. Anyway, as you can probably guess by the title, and to my dismay, we are reading about the fairy. More specifically, I don't really like reading anything of the fairy family in general, for very obvious reasons. If the additional artwork that's in this book is anything to go by. And yes, I can't show you that because, let's just say, if I show that, YouTube or other people on YouTube might accuse me of a certain P word, which I am not. Because honestly, I find that disgusting, and people who are into that should be shot on sight. Well, to be more specific, if they've done anything related with that, I would say torture the hell out of them and then shoot them. Anyway, fairy family succubus, type spirit. I'm already cringing kinda. Habitat forests and the land of spirits. Nature simple, honest, and cheerful. I mean, to be fair, they do look, the artwork does look kinda cheerful. Also, this is actually one of the first Monster Girls in this book that I'm happy that there isn't any additional wink wink type artwork, you know? Like literally, I couldn't find anything. Thank God. But I did find a cuter one that I used as a thumbnail though. Anyway, diet, you know what? Divine sauce of man. The fairy is the most common creature that lives in the land of spirits. Fairies are small in frame, small enough that they can fit comfortably in the palm of a human. Yeah, you guys can probably guess where this is going, and at the end I'll actually try and describe the additional artwork. Right. They are cheerful and love to sing and dance. Fairies are not monstrous by nature, but instead have been turned into succubi by taking in succubus mana. Yeah, the more and more I read of this, the more and more uncomfortable I get. Despite this, fairies feel no antagonism toward monsters. With their simple nature, they find amusement in the company of similarly simple pixies and imps. Huh. Whose mana encourages the fairies' transformation into monsters. From both the prompting of the monsters, they covered with and their own monstrous intention or instincts. Fairies learn that making sport with men is the purest of pleasures. They will likely even encourage. Encounter. They often travel from the land of spirits to the forests of the human world in order to seek out men. When they spot one, they will fly about him and beg him to come have a little fun. You sick. You're sick. Like, goddamn. I would be suspicious as hell if if a fairy, like if something woman-like were to be able to fit in the palm of my hand and say, let's have some fun. Yeah, I would say, oh hell no. And probably the next thing I would say is yeet. Anyway, usually this means they are asking motherfucker. Yeah, you guys could probably guess what the next word is after the for, you know? Let's just say they're asking if the man is DTF. You know? You guys probably know what DTF means, right? Anyway, her body all over a man's missed the kinda skipped a certain minute. As a fairy's idea of fun includes rubbing her body all over the man's eggplant to make him feel good. This is making me more uncomfortable by the minute. They are also capable of the hokey pokey, even though it would appear that the size of their bodies could not accommodate even the tip of a human's eggplant. But when a fairy becomes a monster, her body is given the ability to facilitate. Never mind, I'm not reading this next part. For obvious reasons. With a man, her abdomen swells as she takes the eggplant with her whole body, squeezing it tightly. Where do her internal organs go in that scenario? Like, what the fuck? Anyway. Squeezing tightly. With her womanhood, squeezing the eggplant tightly with her womanhood, which flexes and expands to welcome her man's eggplant. She feels no pain or discomfort during the hokey pokey, nor any physical trauma, just delicious pleasure. Again, I can't stress this enough. You sick bastards. You wanted me to read this. Like, what the fuck? I was honestly hoping you guys would say the majority vote would be no. But since the majority vote was yes, here we are. A single fairy is small in size and weak in power. Thus, if inclined, one can catch her. Please her until. Alright, this is just for pedophiles now, isn't it? Seriously. What the fuck? Until she is satisfied, and then sue her away, or domesticate her. It is another matter, though, when fairies come in swarms. A man may find his body covered in fairies who insist on lavishing him with attention until he passes out. With any other monster girl, even if they were undead, it would be more welcoming. That scenario would be more welcoming than if it was a fairy. I mean fairy and not furry, for those of you who might have misunderstood that one. Again. You sick bastards. You wanted me to read this earlier than I was willing to. Because honestly, I was saving this until I had, like, the majority of other Monster Girls read in this series. When a number of spirits gather and dance, they form what is called a fairy circle. The ring with which gently of which gently indicates anyone inside the circle will be whisked away to the land of spirits, page 96. So like literally 7 pages ahead of this one. Anyway, a fairy circle may also form when a man is attacked by a mass of fairies swarming in a hut. I think that's a misspelling or mistranslation there. Never mind. Fairies swarming in a hot orgasmic dance. Now that line makes more sense. Anyway, who will also spirit him away to the land of spirits. There he will find a nation of happiness where he is liked where he is likely to forget about his previous life and spend eternity in light-hearted in light-hearted fornication with fairies. Again, you sick bastards. And to be fair, I did give fair warning that if any of you were to suggest this, I would, I would say that quite a lot. I did give fair warning for that. Anyway, now on to the little bit of text that is underneath the image, which I cannot by any means show on YouTube. Let's just say it's something that looks like a turkey being stuffed, but smaller. Yes, looking at you, fairy. As a monster, the fairy feels only pleasure as her belly swells around the man's bulge, or a bulging eggplant, learning its shape intimately. Now, with that final line, I hope you guys enjoyed this video of the Vtuber reading of the Monster Girl Encyclopedia. I, for one, wasn't very fond of it, but I think that could be surmised from my reaction to having to read this. And yes, there are more in the fairy family that I will hopefully only need to read once I have literally no other Monster Girls available, except for the one that's on number 100, because that's the one that I will literally save for the last one, since it's like literally the last Monster Girl in the book. Anyway, again, hope you sick fucks enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video of whatever I'll be making. So yeah, bye, and also a happy effing New Year. Yes, I am more than a little pissed that I had to read this for the New Year. Anyway, again, but in all seriousness, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video of whatever I'll be making. Bye.